Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to reading time. If you can all take a seat on the rug, find your most comfortable position. We're going to read a book today. But before we start, I want you to look at this book, and I want you to tell me what you see. Have any of you read the book before? No one's read it before? Wow. Well, it's a good story, so I'm excited to read it, and I'm excited you'll hear about it. But what might we think it's about if none of you have read it before?
A shoe.
A shoe? That would make sense. It looks like there's only one shoe, too. So I wonder what will happen. So before we go any further, yesterday we talked about making inferences, and we did a read aloud, and we all sat down and we did a T-chart, and we looked at context clues, and we looked at different plot details to tell us about what might be happening in the story. But today we're going to do something sort of similar, but we're doing it with shared reading, so you guys are going to help me more with the story as we read, and it's going to be enjoyable, and you're going to like the story, I think. So we're going to do that. I'm going to teach you how to make those predictions based on semantic information. And semantic is a really big word. So I'm going to write some clues on the board as we read that you can look at about semantics. So another way to describe semantic is a part of the book. Parts of the book. So as we read, I'm going to be asking you questions about what you think might happen next in the story. I'm also going to be asking about different rhyming words that we come across, which we've been practicing, so you guys should be good at that. But in order to predict what happens next, we're going to look at parts of the book and some examples of that, so you guys have them. One of them is the book cover. So we kind of started with that. Before you even knew it, we started to make predictions. We're going to look at the book cover again, see what that can tell us. We're going to look at the illustrations. So those are the pictures in the book as we read. We're going to look at the plot, which is basically, the plot is what does the story say? What are the details of the story? What is happening? And then we're going to look at schema. And schema is a big word too. But schema is basically what you know. So that is really helpful when you make predictions, thinking about what you already know. So you can say, okay, well, I wear shoes. If I were to lose my shoe, where might it be? So you can think of different things like that as we read the story. But I'm going to leave it here, and we'll go through and we'll read the book, and we'll see if we can make some predictions and figure out what happens at the end of the story. All right. So the book is called Who Lost a Shoe by Barbara Shook Hazen. So we kind of looked at the book already, but based on some of these things, do you have any more predictions about what the book might be about?
An owl.
An owl? So there is an owl on the cover. Maybe the owl will have lost the shoe. That's a good thought. Any more? No more? All right, that means we just have to wait and see. Okay. Who lost a shoe? Swish, said the fish. Not me, not me. I don't have feet, as you can see. So I gave you a hint there. I read it, but I want to go over this now as kind of an example. So we're going to be focusing on rhyming words as we go throughout the book. So this one says, swish, said the fish, not me, not me. I don't have feet, as you can
see.
What do you think? See, right. So as we go on, there will be more like that, and it's important to recognize how they relate and what we can figure out from that. So does anyone have predictions based on this page on what might happen in the story? So who doesn't have the shoe?
The fish.
Right.
The
Timmy,
owl
you were
has
right.
the shoe.
Yeah. Yeah, so the shoe, the owl has it right now. So I wonder if he's going to have it for the rest. So he's trying to find the owner. All right. Grog, said the frog. Not me. It's not mine. Froggy flippers suit me. So we came to another rhyme. what do we think this rhyme is going to be based on the picture, based on the rhyming words on this page? So if we read it here, I'm thinking that it's going to rhyme with mine. So what are some rhyming words that rhyme with mine?
Fine.
Fine. Let's see if that works in our sentence. Grog, said the frog, not me, it's not mine. Froggy flippers suit me fine. Whoop. You were right, Sarah. So that was a good use of making a prediction on the word based on its rhyme. That's awesome. So we don't have the frog, we don't have the fish. Who do you think might be next? Who do you think the owl's gonna ask?
Another animal.
Another animal. I think that's a good prediction. Let's see if it's true. No luck, said the... Oh, we came to another one. So what might rhyme with luck and make sense in our story?
Duck.
Duck? Let's see. No luck, said the duck. A terrible fit. My webbed foot. Whoop, I gotta take off the Post-it. Isn't right for it. So you got it. So the shoe doesn't fit on the duck. So we've gone through 3 animals. Who do we think is going to be next? Based on our setting too. So we're not in a zoo. Where are we? What is the setting?
Outside.
Outside. So some more common animals. You can see fish and frogs outside. What do you think might be the next animal then?
A pig.
All right, let's see. Oh, not for me, said the bee. This shoe's no treat. It's much too big for my bee. There's another rhyme. What do we think it's going to rhyme with? From our patterns, it seems like the last word of this page rhymes with the last word of the next page. What makes sense?
Feet.
Feet. Yep. It's not for me, said the bee. The shoe's no treat. It's much too big for my bee feet. So that makes sense. I think the shoe's bigger than the bee. That would be silly. All right, so we have one more we're going to go through. We have a cow this time. Ow, said the cow with a great big oof. It doesn't fit my pointy. This is a little tricky word. I don't know if you know what it is.
Roof.
Roof? I don't know if roof would make sense. Does anyone have any other guesses?
Hoof.
Hoof? Yeah. There we go. It's kind of a tricky word, but it says, ow, said the cow with a great big oof. It doesn't fit my pointy hoof. So that's the foot of the cow. It looks like it's close. All right, so we're getting to the end of the book. What do you think is going to happen? We have all these animals. We had the fish, we had the frog, we had the duck, we had the bee, and the cow. And the shoe didn't fit any of them. So what will happen next?
Maybe it'll fit a person.
A person? That's true. That's good schema because you know you wear shoes, so maybe the shoe is for a person. Of course, said the horse, it's nice in a way, but I didn't lose a shoe. There's one more word.
Today.
Today. Yep. So not a horse. A horse also has a hoof. That's a connection you can make between those animals, so that's cool. All right, I think we're getting towards the end. All right, hooray, said the boy. It's for me, it's mine. And all the other animals are there. It's my shoe and it fits me fine. And there he has them both on. So the owl helped him find the shoe, and we had the fish all the way back here, the duck, the frog, the cow, the horse, and the bee. So it was an awesome job making predictions. You guys did a great job finding the rhymes, and you even figured out that it might be a person instead of an animal. So that's really awesome. And you used the parts of the book, the semantic information, to do that. So I'm really proud of you guys. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to do a follow-up activity with that. We're going to look at and make a word wall. So we have some word walls around the room right now, and they have more words you can use for your writing. But we're going to make a rhyming word wall with the rhymes from the book, and we're also going to come up with some of the rhymes on our own. So when you're doing your own writing, you can look at the word wall, and you can use those, and you can see all the predictions you made and the words you came up with. But good job.